Let's take a look at the career of Naoya Inoue. Boxing sensation, yes he is. Knockout artist, that too. He's from Japan, a big star in Japan, and he's called the Monster. And with that nickname, he's no joke. One of the best knockout fighters, best power punchers in the sport. I would say better than Deontay Wilder, and we all know Wilder's right hand is no joke. Naoya Inoue, 18 fights, 16 KOs, so almost everyone gets knocked out. His next fight, November the 7th, against the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire, November the 7th, I said that already, for the World Boxing Super Series final tournament. The winner gets the Muhammad Ali trophy. But less of that, let's take a trip down memory lane, and we're going to look at his first fight versus Crison Mayo, October 2012, his very first fight, his debut. Round 1, the first one I can see a clear gap in speed between him and Mayo. Inoue very patient, working behind his jab. He's taller than Mayo, so what he's doing is sometimes he's standing in front of Mayo and he's right in front of him, and he'll do a slight squat to come under his eye vision. I saw James DeGale do that against Andre Durrell a few years ago. It was quite effective because it gives your opponent something different to focus on, and you can't tell where your opponent is because he's up, down, up, down. At 1 minute and 16 seconds, a jab, then a straight right to the body. Mayo turns around, walks to his corner, the ring post, drops to his knee, knockdown. So already a knockdown in round 1. The backup and fighting, Inoue will pull back from counters. So when his opponent's hitting him, he'll just jerk his neck back, pull back, but with his hands up in a tight guard. So that's his defense skills he's showing. His right hand, I'm seeing in this first round, is as effective as his left hook. So Inoue is known for his left hook. Yeah, very good left hook, very tight. He throws it almost like a jab. His right hand in this round as good as his left hook. Sorry, his right hand as good as his left hook. Good punch variety. Round 2, Inoue looking for the KO a little bit too much, leaning over his left foot, lunging in, so maybe a little bit too excited. Inoue also can be flashy at times, and in this round he's pulling back from the counter with his hands down, not getting caught. Maybe that's confidence. Yeah, maybe that's just a bit of an experience as well, but not getting caught. Working well behind his jab and his reach. And Mayo's looking for short looping shots whilst in close. They look powerful, but they're mainly missing. On to round 3. Round 3, once again, Inoue working behind a stiff left jab and tucking up tight. He throws a hard right hook to the body in round 3, which hurts Mayo. Also in round 3, that's that hook to the body. He throws 3 of them in succession. So hand speed advantage, and he's patiently stalking his opponent. He's not rushing as well, so he's quite composed. Round 4, Mayo makes a really silly mistake. When he gets in close, he throws an overhand looping left shot. Now he throws it 3 times in a row. And they miss. Now when you're fighting someone this talented, they're going to be looking out for your mistakes. The 3rd time he throws it, he's out of position. He lunges over his normal stance, and he can't defend himself. Inoue throws a mean left hook to the body. This is round 4, 1 minute. At the 1 minute and 53 second mark, he's down, he's not getting out. We don't get a good angle of a knockout, but it appears to me it's a short uppercut to the chest by the solar plex. Ends the fight. Crison Mayo cannot beat the fight. So there we go. Inoue's first fight, 4th round knockout against Mayo. Okay, second fight. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of information on this. According to Box Rec, he fought someone called Bonam Famakon. And according to Wiki, he fought Nego Prajan Chawatna. I can't pronounce that name. But there's no footage of the fight. It's a 1st round KO though. So that's a really easy one to cover. Yeah. Second fight, KO. So 2 fights now. One goes 4 rounds, knockout. Second fight, 1 round knockout. 3rd fight, okay. 10th round KO against UK Sano. This is April 2014. So round 1, Inoue throwing very jabs to the body, also lead left hooks, and uppercuts with the same hand as well. So a lead left hook, and with the same hand, an uppercut, throwing it very swift. Both guys start patient. Both guys have hand speed. Inoue has a slight edge in speed, definitely has an edge in power and punch variety. So basically, Sano just throwing a double jab or a double jab right hand, nothing more. Inoue's got a lot more, tools in his locker. So Sano, as I said, not creative with his punches. Let's go on to round 2. Now what I like, Inoue now throwing like a mean low sweeping left hook. So rather than left hook coming like straight to your head, it's coming a little bit lower under your eye vision. He knocks down Sano within the first minute of the second round. When he gets up, he's not greedy with a left hook. He'll get you focused on the jab and the right hand. So he's not all about his left hook. I really like that. Not much back from Sano in this round, so he's not really testing Inoue's defense. A good right hook to the body from Sano. Inoue not shaken. Sano appears to have recovered well from the knockdown. Fair play to him. Round 3. Ding ding. In this round, we have not much jabbing from Inoue. The left hook lands early in the round. Then we have a left hook uppercut, missing a bit late in the round. Sano's right eye is bleeding. Sano's jabbing with speed, so these guys, you know, the small guys, they have a lot of hand speed. However, he's missing a lot, and Sano's in retreat mode, and once again, there's no punch variety. So another round for Inoue. Round 4. Inoue back on his jab. This time what I like, he's darting in and out on his feet. He's making Sano miss and overreach. A lot of jabs, but a left hook out of nowhere from Inoue, followed by another 3 left hooks, another knockdown. So 2 knockdowns now. So round 4 knockdown. Inoue now puts the pressure on Sano and traps him on the ropes with multiple shots, but you can't get Sano out of there. And Inoue appears to be a little bit tired, a bit punched out. So maybe that's a little bit of an experience when your third fight, you've got someone hurt, you want to get him out and impress the crowd, but you've got to know when to compose yourself, whatever. So that will come with patience. And near the end of the round, he looks punched out. Sano throwing some fast pitter-patter shots towards the end of the round, but doing no damage. In regards to like power, there's no comparison with these two guys. Sano's got both eyes bruised, his face is bloodied, and the stoppage should come soon. This is what I'm thinking at the time. Okay, ding ding, round 5. Here we go. Inoue looking to counter, but from what I can see, he's a bit tired from the previous round. Sano once again just throwing straight shots. Jab, double jab. No hooks, no body punches. Very limited in his punch variety. And I think because of Inoue's power, he's sort of putting that fear into Sano's mind that I can't even think of what to throw, so I'm just going to throw what I know as the basics. Double jab, jab, jab right hand. Round 6. Lots of jabs by Sano to keep Inoue off him. No power on his jabs. Inoue jabbing to the body. Sano has some good work rate in that round, but no power, no head movement. Sometimes it's hard to look at the opponent when Inoue is looking so good, but we have to look at him and see what the opponent does well as well. And Inoue is not allowing him to do a lot of stuff well. So round 7, Inoue bounce on his toes, back and forth, but also side to side, lateral movement. He's working off a light, fast double jab, and once again jabbing to the body. This is what I like. Punch variety, not just doing one thing, And you kind of get the feel now that Inoue could stop this fight when he wants, but he's just working on stuff. That's how it seems to me. I could be wrong. We need to ask him one day. Not many right hands thrown in this round by Inoue. Round 8, Inoue, double jab, left hook. Light on his feet again, like he's getting his second wind. He's no longer tired. Switching stance, orthodox, southpaw, having fun, hands are low. I'll leave a link to where I saw this fight. It's on a website called www.asianboxing.info. In this round, because Inoue is so active on his feet, there's no opportunities for Sano to punch. Round 9, Sano really slow getting off his stool. Inoue maintaining what he had in the previous round, hand speed, beautiful punch selection, a straight jab to the body followed by a left hook to the head, intentional left jab and left hook to open Sano's cut. So Inoue now is being a bit spiteful. It's like he's just trying to open that cut on Sano's right eye side. Yeah, right uppercut, left hook by Inoue. Sano has no answer. So I think at this point the ref probably could stop the fight. I don't see what Sano. He's got no power. I don't know what he can do. I know the crowd are really chanting Sano, Sano. It's a Sano crowd, but keeping him in this fight is not really helping him. These long lasting beatings, they put miles on your career, and they can end your career. So rather than having a career that can last like another 4 or 5 years, you might have another 3 fights left where you're fighting effectively, which ultimately can affect your paydays. Round 10, Inoue a lot more aggressive in this round. It's like he's made his mind up. I'm going to take him out. He's sensing the kill. He's walking forward. He's throwing left uppercuts and left hooks with great celerity. Just throwing them so swift. He's throwing them like the jabs. There's no crazy effort to end the fight. Left hook by a right hand, then 3 more left hooks which wobble Sano. The ref stops the fight on his feet. So that's it. That's his first 3 fights. Next week we're going to cover 1 or 2 of his fights. Let's have a quick look at Inoue's amateur record, okay? 75 fights, 6 losses, 48 KOs. So in 75 fights, nearly 50 KOs. That's good for an amateur. Didn't win any Olympics. However, he was at the Asian Youth Championships in 2010. Also in 2010, you had the AIBA Youth World Championships in Azerbaijan. In 2011, the President's Cup in Jakarta, Indonesia. September 2011, the AIBA World Championships in Azerbaijan again. And he turns pro in 2012. Okay, so I hope you liked part 1 of Inoue's career. Give me your thoughts. What have you seen these fights? What do you like about them? I will leave a link to his third fight against Sano off the Asian boxing website, so you can check it out. That's not on YouTube. And I'll also leave a link to Inoue's Instagram page. This is MSLB, Mark Sterling Loves Boxing. Please like, share, subscribe. If you look on the right hand corner, yeah, I've recommended his next video chat, Inoue's next fight. So click on that to see his next fight. That'll be ready for you next Friday morning before you go to work. You can watch it if you love boxing, okay? Take care. I'm out of here. Peace.